Have you ever bought a car at a dealership thinking that the process is finally over after you negotiate the best deal in the car? Only to find out that they're going to lead you into a small little office with another manager where they then try to deploy the same tricks again. Whether you've been through this process or not, I promise you as a consumer about to buy a car, you want to watch this first. And in this video, I'm going to teach you the two main things to look out for as a consumer before you move forward with signing that paperwork. And if you're new to my channel, my name's Tyler. I work at True Price, and at True Price, we actually help streamline this process of consumers buying cars. That's a fancy way of saying, yes, people hire us to negotiate their car deal, but it's not just the price of the car. It's also the trade of the vehicle, and especially in the finance office where they really try to take advantage of you. But let's go ahead and jump into the video. These are the two main ways that a dealership can really make a lot of money on you as the consumer, and by making a lot of money, it only ups their paychecks as an employee. The first way that they're going to try to maximize their paychecks is strictly by upping your interest rate that you qualify for. This is also known as holding rate. Let's say for an easy example, you have good credit, you're buying a new car, and you get qualified for 6%. The dealership legally can mark that rate up 2 points up to 8% and show you that on the contract. Now, what you don't know is that difference in spread that they're actually showing you versus what you really qualify for. They are keeping that as profit. And if you're financing $50,000+, that is a lot of money that is going to their pocket. Also, a good point to note is that they do not have to show you exactly what you are qualified for. They just show you what's on the contract from what they want to show you. This is why it is massively important that you shop your interest rate. The best way to make sure that they never hold rate and never make this amount of money off of you is by strictly trusting your bank or your credit union. You want to get a pre-approval from your bank or credit union that you trust, someone that you've had a relationship with. In the case of you buying a car for your auto loan, your banker is your friend at your bank or your credit union. They will not try to hold the rate. They will be honest with you and upfront and tell you exactly what rate you qualify for and what everything would be if you finance with them. Having this pre-approval is crucial before you even start shopping on the vehicle that you want to buy. That way you'll have an overall budget of the car that you're financing and what your payments would be. This is another point to note. You should not be in the dealership at this point. You should still be doing all this from home. If you don't remember anything in this video, make sure you remember this. Never, ever let the dealership run your credit unless they think that they can beat your pre-approval rate. At the point where you've already negotiated the best deal and you're thinking about financing this vehicle, you can tell the dealership, hey, I have a pre-approval at my bank for 5.9%. Can you beat this rate? The finance managers can look at their rate sheet and look at every bank that they work with and generally tell you if they can beat that rate. Sometimes it may be close to the point where they say, listen, I do need to submit it to see if we can get better, but based on everything that I'm seeing, looks like we can either beat it or we can't. If they say that they cannot beat the rate, never, ever run your credit with the dealer and stick with your bank or credit union that you trust as a consumer. If they say that they can beat that interest rate that you have at your bank, ask them which bank that they will be submitting you to. After they tell you exactly which bank it will be and they say that they can beat the rate, I'm okay with them trying to run your credit to beat the rate, because if they do beat the rate, it only benefits you as a consumer. Then you can cancel your pre-approval at your bank or credit union and proceed with the dealer. By doing all this, it ensures that they're not going to mark up the rate that you qualify for. Now, number two is where they make a lot of money, and it's selling you the products that you don't need in the finance office. They portray these as protections, but not all of them are protections. A lot of them are just straight profit and markup that the dealer wants to make in their pocket. If you are at the dealership, before you go into a finance office, you're going to see what's called a little survey. The finance manager will come out to you and do a survey based upon how many miles a year you drive, how long you plan on keeping the vehicle, all different types of questions like this. Just be prepared. In the finance office, they're going to use that against you. They're going to show you that iPad or that machine where you filled out the survey and say, oh, well, you told me that you're going to keep the car 8 to 10 years. This warranty is going to protect you, like you told me, in the time frame that you're going to keep the vehicle. Don't fall for that trick of the you told me. So be prepared on that survey that they're going to use it against you. Some of these protections that they're going to try to sell you guys have a massive amount of markup. I'm talking sometimes up to 200% profit. Meaning if they own a warranty for $1,500, they may try to sell you that warranty for $4,500. Now, you may be asking, Tyler, I actually see some value in one or two of these products. How do I make sure I don't get screwed over by all that profit that they're going to try to sell me? Before we get into that, the only two products that you should see value in as a consumer is one of two things. It's either the extended warranty or gap insurance. For extended warranty, there's a lot of value there, but you got to be careful about which one you choose. You never, ever, ever want a powertrain or a gold plan from a dealership. The only warranty you should ever consider is an exclusionary plan. Sometimes it may be called a platinum plan, which is a warranty that's going to mirror that of a factory warranty. It's going to cover everything on that vehicle minus wearable items. The best warranty of all all is the factory exclusionary warranty. So for an example, if you're buying a Honda, you want a Honda extended warranty. You don't want a Honda backed extended warranty. You don't want their third-party warranty. Even though a third-party exclusionary warranty is still good, the higher ups of a dealership want their finance managers to sell that third-party warranty because generally there's a lot more profit. But the best of the best warranty is that factory extended warranty. Number 2 is gap insurance. Gap insurance is very important if you're not putting a lot of money down if you're looking at financing a vehicle. What it does is in the event that you total out your vehicle, for easy math, let's say if you're financing $30,000 in a week from now, obviously you're gonna have depreciation. Let's say if you total out that vehicle and the bank values that car at $25,000, well, you owe $30. There's a $5,000 difference that you as the consumer would have to come out of pocket unless you have gap insurance. So if you're not putting a lot of money down, I highly recommend that to combat the negative equity. Keep in mind, they can mark this up as well. Now you're probably asking, how do I make sure that there's not a ton of markup and how do I negotiate these fees if I really do want something? For warranty specifically, you want to call other warranty companies and see what their exclusionary warranty would be. If you don't know where to go on that, you could actually go to our website, truepriceauto.com, click the tab on auto warranties at the top, put in all your vehicle's information, and we can give you a quote instantly. Just to show you how much profit is in some of these warranties, we negotiated a brand new Honda CR-V for one of our clients just a couple of days ago. The dealership hit us first at $4,800 for their 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Through our company at True Price, we actually partnered with a warranty company to ensure our customers don't get screwed over. The exact same coverage for a 10-year, 100,000-mile exclusionary plan was $1,825. You're talking about almost a $3,000 savings. For gap insurance, you can also go on our website. We have partnered with a company that sells gap insurance, which is the same coverage as the dealer, which covers up to 150% of retail, and our gap insurance is $700. Also keep in mind that sometimes your insurance company or your bank or your credit union may have this as an option for you, so make sure you do your research there. But by having done your research and having quotes from other parties, you can use this against the dealership. You can tell the dealership that I'm interested in this warranty, but I have a quote for $2,000. I'm not paying $4,800, and I guarantee they're going to start to try to negotiate and bring that price down. And the same goes for gap insurance. If you already have a quote for gap insurance at your insurance company, let them know. Tell them, I have gap insurance, but it's $500. I'm not paying you $1,500 for the same coverage. Why would I do that? Here at True Price, we never ever recommend going forward with any other products besides the warranty or besides the gap. You're going to see a lot of things such as key replacement, wheel and tire, even including your maintenance. It never makes sense because you're paying interest on all those protections as well. So even though getting that brand new car is fun and it's enjoyable, just make sure you do your due diligence. The average consumer really has no idea how much money the dealership can make on them and that it could really screw you for your future if you go about it the wrong way. So just remember, don't always do your research on the price of the car. After you do that, make sure you do your research if you're looking at buying any type of protections. Also make sure you do your research when it comes to your interest rate. Your interest rate is one of the most important factors when you finance a vehicle. That is money that you're going to have to pay in the long run. So remember, if you're financing, make sure you get a pre-approval from your bank or credit union first before you ever trust the dealership that you're getting a good rate. And then 2, if you're looking at buying any protections whatsoever, we specifically recommend just focusing on the warranty and gap insurance. Everything else, such as oil changes, maintenance plans, tire protection, all that, just pay it as you go. You don't really need any of that stuff. But if you see the value in anything else, just make sure you do your due diligence. And keep in mind as well, if you don't want any of that stuff, you can literally go into the finance office and just tell them no to everything. They are all optional. But guys, I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you guys on the next video.